Today on Yorkshireman models we've got the Airfix 148 scale Blackburn Buccaneer S.2 C/D 148 scale monster of a kit. This kit's been out a short while now, 2022, so it's a couple of years old, but at the moment there's sales on of it. You can pick it up for about £50. My daughter got it for me for my birthday because it was the other week, and I thought I'll get a review up of it. Anybody's out there thinking about buying it, you can then have a quick look at what you get with it before you put your money on the table, as they say. You can see beautiful box art, aircraft carrier, and she's flying away lovely in the sky. You've even got a little helicopter there. This side of the box, it's just your warnings. This side has got, obviously for on the shelf if they're stacking it, that picture there, and just a bit of detail. This is the one that's the main one, which is here. Oops, today that's just slid off of my airbrush. Tells you all about it. He's showing you your 4 different camo schemes. They're not that different, you could just see there's some slight variation in the decals. It's telling you what paints, saying glues and stuff like that. It says it's a skill level 4, but you get 4 flying hours as well if you're buying it and you're interested in that, because you save them up to apply for the actual kits you can get cheap with it. You can see box, like I say, is massive. Oops, I've just got to get my knife out. I keep them in here, out of the way. That's when I get one. There you go. We'll see what we're getting it. There is some weight to it, you can feel it's got quite a lot of plastic in. I mean, it will be a big aircraft, because the Buccaneer was a big aircraft anyway, and in 148 scale, well, yeah, it's 4 of these sellotaped ends. And I have not looked in this, I do not know what you get at. It's just first time myself, so I'm really interested to see what I'm getting. There you go. Oh yeah, she's well packed up with plastic. So we've got 1 bag of sprues there that's doubled, and it looks like the clear parts there. There is 1, 2, 3 sprues in that one. We've got another big bag here, and this one's got 2 large sprues in it. Looks like they've got some of the wings, tail section in that. This one looks like the main body. Again, 2 big sprues full in there, and they are big sprues, you can see. I mean, you can see with the body here, just that section there, it's massive, this thing. There's the nose. We've got instruction and a decal set, so we'll put that to one side first. We'll do these after. What I'll do is I'll zoom the camera down now so that we can look more detail at the actual parts that we're going to get. Right, we'll start with the first big bag of sprues. This is it sealed? Oh, the sealed bags, yeah, so you've got to bust them open. They're not all manufacturers actually bag kits up like this, all in individuals and stuff like that. You usually get some of them, you get all the sprues just thrown in a box. I don't like that. So if any of the sprue parts break off, you can lose them easily. This way, at least if they break off, they get saved in the bag. We'll do this, which is sprue A first. Just put B to the side. And right, you've got, it's broke up into quite a few sections, but you can see we've got the nose pieces, the internal sections, and these look like the tail sections. That looks like the air braking system, but I am not 100% sure without checking it out. This looks like the internal cockpit, and we've got the dials there. So first off, let's see if I can get it a little bit closer than it is. That's better. You can see the detail on some of this. Let's see if I can shade it off a bit from my light, because my light's getting a bit blurry. You can see there is lots of panel lines and rivets markings here and here, definitely lots around. On the main section here, I've believe this is the Bombay, this, so you can see all the detail that's inside that. Hold on, when I get it up closer. There, that's better. You can see there. It's hard actually to get it up right, because there is that much sprue. I've got it hanging right over here, but yeah, you can see lovely details there. And again, like that. Inside the cockpit section, there's not a lot of detail on this here, because this is going to be a main tub that sits in, as they say, but you can see you've got some controls on the left and right there. You've got part of the main control section there. I'll just turn that round. Can you hold on? No, might get it better if I can. Is that it? It's hard. Come on camera, zoom in. That's a bit better. Yeah, she's got her. You can see there you've got your screens and stuff like that. I do like painting some of these up and doing them in individual paint colours and stuff and like that, rather than just one decal splattered over, because half the time decals, you print them on stuff like this and they're a nightmare to try to get them to conform into these kind of places. But other than that, we've got little bits of flash like there. It's nothing serious, all easily takes offable. I cannot see any injection marks on the external. On the inside, obviously, you've got your usual, which is fine. Don't give a monkeys about what's on the inside. It's all about what's visible to us as the model on the external. But yeah, very nice. I'm sure it's the air brake, but there you go. You can see nice detail on that. So that's sprue A, and that looks like a lovely sprue, that. We're going to move over to sprue B. I'm sure it's B. Let's move that out of my way. Yep. So we've got lots of different points. I have no idea. These could be actually part of your nose sections, different ones that they did over the years. Definitely got engine pieces here and here at the rear. More, I believe that is as well. Yeah. But you've got more cockpit detail here. But you can see very little. Turn it around that way, which is right way. Very little flash or anything on these. Again, very nice, and something you very rarely get these days, but it is a beautiful inclusion when you get them. Two figures, 1/48 scale pilots and co-pilot. It's fantastic when you get these. It's not often you get them. I've had a few with Academy kits and a couple of others, but just getting 1/48 scale figures, if you want to nard it, you tend to have to buy them, and they're quite expensive. They could be 10-15 quid just for one or two figures. But yeah, that's sprue B, and that one, as you can see, looking very nice. Lots of, if you're going to have them exposed engines, lots of parts you can paint up to make it look more realistic. So that's them two. We'll move on to the next big two. I'm telling you, these bags are massive. Absolutely massive. Yeah, right. I'll take that one there first. Oh, this is C. And we're going in. Yeah, we're going in order. This one's C. And we've got the main wings here now, so we can see the panel lines. Yeah, we've got lovely panel line detail on these. Very nice. They've been moulded in absolutely fantastic, them. No sand off, absolutely beautiful there. And the plastic feels really nice and smooth, not oily, nothing like that. Sometimes you do get odd Airfix kits, they are a bit oily, but this feels lovely. So you've got your upper and your lower sides, whichever it is on your actual wings. Got more, I mean, I'll see if I can get it more into view. It gets hard because of this light. It's reflecting bad this afternoon in here. But you can see absolutely sweet. Well, I'll say you can see, I hope you can, but an absolutely sweet detail. Really is. This looks like, I'm saying it looks like it's internal, but I don't think it can be. But more, parts there. Refueling nozzle for the outside for mid-air. You've got your tail sections. Lots of other flaps. I think this might be your doors. I'm not 100% sure. You don't know until you start building it half of the time. But yeah, this is sprue C, and in all honesty, another cracking sprue where I can't really see any blemishes or marks anywhere on it. And these wings here, you can see underneath, here's your injection marks. I don't know if you're going to have to take these off to get them to sit nice, because sometimes they're a bit proud, but they're easy enough to get to, as you can see. We've got them as well. We've got holes there. Obviously, if you're going to be doing it with any kind of ordnance, you're probably drilling these out. It will have it on the instructions. As you can see, it's not visible there. They're there, so you can drill them through. Very nice indeed. And that one's sprue C. We'll go to D next. And this is D. And this is mostly ordnance now by the looks of it. We've got the pylons on here. Across here we've got bombs. Most likely external fuel tanks by the looks. Missiles, I'd say, with other sections for them. But yeah, you've got a good selection there of ordnance. You can see on these here, which I believe is the missiles, because I think these are going to be parts of it that sit into it. I mean, I'm presuming you gain like two of these all fold, or you get one, and then you put in these parts into them. I'll give you a little close-up of the actual pylons. That helps. And then you've got your fuel tanks. Fuel tanks are normally just bog standard. But the missiles themselves have got a heck of a lot more detail on them. They're usually very well engineered on missiles compared to fuel tanks. Fuel tanks are just something that chuck together. Not that too bothered about it. Half the time they get thrown away and wasted. As you can see, that is sprue D. We'll go into the double bag this time. What I'll do is I'll open this one here, like so. We'll get these two out, and then we'll do the clear parts. Oh, three actually, three parts. Things here. So we'll do sprue E, seeing as we're up there now, and we've got some more. I would have said it looks like the Bombay doors or whatever there. You've got some looks like your missile heads with them small rocket heads, should I say, with fire loads of rockets. Probably these there. Got loads more parts, a bit more intricate parts here. I have no idea. Probably underside to do with the undercarriage section. You can see lots of nice detail, even on this part here. And I say it's the underside Bombay door, it could be anything, to be honest. It just looks it to me. You've got more pylons, and you can see with these pylons here again, lots of nice little details, rivets, panel lines. No flash, lovely feeling plastic again. They've all been like that. I mean, you've even got I don't know if you can see it there, but there's an arrow there telling you which way you're facing, probably to the nose. But when you look at the instructions, it will be telling you. So that, by the way, is E. Just so that you know. Oh, that's G. We'll do F. We'll keep them in order. We'll do F. We ain't got F. F must be clear then, because that one's a H over. Right. This is definitely your undercarriage doors, your undercarriage sections here. You can see we've got seats here, we've got more cockpit details here, and these are looking absolutely crisp and beauty. You can see even handles there for ejectors for seats, so that they can get out in an emergency. We've got his wheels, and I'd say mostly this is cockpit, a lot of that, and then the undercarriage, most of that bit there. Obviously the wheels there for undercarriage, don't carry them in cockpit often. But there you go, lovely. And that's your G. Opposite side you can see, and like that you can see there. I can't really see any flash. I've had that one sprue has had a little bit of flash on, and that's it. That's the only flash we've had out of all of it. Again, lovely feeling plastic. Makes a nice change. Go on to the last of these coloured sprues, and this one's H, and we've got a lot more detail. I don't know why that says mask there. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. It's obviously they've got it for something, but you wouldn't have mask usually splattered all over something. Got a lot of the finer parts. These finer parts can be a pain cutting them off your actual sprues. I mean, you probably saw there, I use these sometimes. Old cheapo pliers. Cost me probably about 4 or 5 quid donkeys years ago. But when I'm getting into the really fine stuff, I always use these ones. The despair ones, or whatever you call it. There you go. However you pronounce it. They are absolutely fantastic at cutting fine parts off without snapping them. I'm not saying it don't happen, but they're brilliant for it. But you can see it looks like we've got some ladders there. I have no idea. That looks like bullets, but I don't think it is. Could be, but I don't think it is. Part of the refueling nozzle by the looks. Yeah, lots and lots of small parts. They look really well though. Well moulded. Really good. And that one, as I say, sprue H. And we'll go on to the last one, which is the clear bag. It's a clear bag, and it's in a bag. See? It's double bag, this one. They're not messing. You're not getting a scuff canopy. I've had that. Clear parts thrown in box with other plastics. Open it up, no canopy, scuffed to IL. Because box has been shook around more times than you can shake a sticker. Right, you've got 2 main canopies. Both look well. That one looks to be a nicer see-through canopy, and that's probably because we've gotten this. So I believe it's like ejector thing where they pull and it explodes. I'm not sure, but that compared to that one don't look as nice, clear see-through. It's very blurry, but it's nice. It's nicely made. It's not deformed or anything like that. We've got more small clear parts. Again, the front there. I'm presuming you can have these open, these canopies back ones, because you've got 2 great figures there by the looks of it to go with it. But yeah, and that one's sprue I. Stick that in there. And that's all of your sprues now done. So now we're going to go on to the instructions and the decals. In fact, I'll do the decals first and then we'll do the instructions. Right. I'll just take this out. Looks like we've got some nice pictures in there to work with as well. Right then, the decals. Slightly crushed at the bottom. It's not going to matter. Sorry about that, it's my phone doing its usual crap. It hasn't gone into decal, so it shouldn't be a problem. It's been crushed a bit there as well. Can you see? That has gone over onto the decals, but hopefully it won't affect it. Hopefully, that's all you can say. We've got the usual you get with cartographs with but we've got seatbelt ones. We've got obviously one that's A and that's B, C and D there for bottom one. So there's your 4 decal options. These will be bogs that it even says, oh, I mean, come on, common there. So yeah, they're on all of them. You're going to have these, whichever one you're going to pick. So whichever your favourite in the actual you want to make. And then obviously we've got some decals here for the actual inside the cockpit, and we've got a few of these are cockpit decals. Like I say, I do like to paint these cockpits up in 148 myself sometimes. I just find them a lot better, but yeah, they don't feel like big decals. They feel like your bog standard cartographs, which I've never really ever had a problem with cartograph decals. I've had problems with lots of decals over the years, but not really with cartographs. They are good. It's one of the best things they ever did, Airfix, when they moved on to them and stuck with them and been great. So, we've got instructions here. What I've got, it's ripped actually. Look, can you see? It's ripped. Not a massive problem, but yeah. I mean, the box has never been opened. So, first off, we'll give you a nice little blown up picture of this one. Isn't that beautiful? Couldn't near enough frame that. Looks that well. We've got the other side, which isn't the other one. Don't think you get two lots, I think you're just getting one. Oh no, no, correct me, I'm wrong. Another one here, look. So this is all the 4 decal options. It's telling you which one on each at the top. Absolutely beautiful. You don't often get it as good as half at the time. You'll get this kind of thing, they'll just cut it down into thing, or they'll say this is option A and D, pick which you're putting on first. But yeah, lovely, lovely pictures there. So put them to one side. We've got, this is your common one, this is going on them all now. Again, it's lovely to have a big blown up one. There's no top back, that's why I flicked it over quick. Lovely to have a big thing like that. What I like to do is, I do my decal option. I mean, there's hundreds at times. What I'll do is I'll mark off with a marker like this. Go, once I put it on, tick, 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 tick. That way you know you've got them all. I find it helps, because I'm terrible at times. I make more mistakes than help, but that's me, that's modelling. That's how I've always been. Instruction booklet, very usual and similar to what you get from Airfix. Normal Airfix colouring. You've got a bit of colouring inside, but not over special. What you do find is the very, very simplified instructions. They're not going to try and bombard you with fit 20 pieces on one small picture like that. So it's telling you here, notes, make sure you know which one you're building first, and then keep to that scheme. Whichever one you're building, whichever layout, that's the one you're picking and you're sticking to. And it's the same for the weapons and all of that kind of stuff that you want. So we've got, starting off with the A scheme, the B scheme, it's showing you your different weapon loadouts. Across there, showing you underside, so you're getting an idea of what you're copying for you. B scheme, C scheme, and then your D scheme. So there you're 4. Whatever you want to choose, you do it. It's your kit, you build it as you want. Typical Airfix, we're starting with the seats and cockpit first. So we've got all different options. It's telling you again all here, but here's your seats you're making, the decaling, the painting options, all of this, it's all here like that. Number 85 there, it's telling you colours that you're painting certain parts. I believe the numbers there are decals. I believe they look like it to me. That is your internal decals. It's just doing that as one big page for you, so you know where they're all going. Then you get to the actual building of the seats. You can see, obviously, decals already for seats there. It's telling you, and you've got your colours for seats. It's already telling you. There, 154, 153, and all of these. I mean, I don't like Umbro where they do this, where they just stick a number and they don't even give you a chart telling you which it is and what the normal colour is. But you can find it out online. But I prefer it when you'll get like a page sometimes, or the first like second page in will be just all of the paint colours that have been fingered, and it's telling you exactly what it is and what you want. Not Airfix, it doesn't work down that road. I've lost my place. I'm back here. Right, so we're building the kit. You move cockpit first. All your seats, moving on to the second page, more actual cockpit building of the seats. Again on this side, you're still building the cockpit tub as I like to call it. It's just where you're getting all of the main parts there. And now we're starting to move on to the nose, stuff like that. 15 grams. Remember to stick that in. Oh, you can't see that, sorry. 15 grams. If you don't stick that in, you'll regret it. Half the time they'll go tail heavy and they'll just sit like that on your actual desk and you just swear at it. We've got more building of the actual cockpit internal section now. Moving on, and then it's giving you the option of ladders, which I do like putting ladders on. I think they look good when they're stood on, like you've got them with the wheels down and that. Again, more cockpit. That's a lot of cockpit and sections to be building, but we're finally moving away from that, and it looks like we're doing the air intakes and for engine now. Yep, and we're moving on to engine. We're already on number 40, and you can see we've only just built cockpit and moving on to air and the engines. This is a big long build of a kit. There's more. Ooh, pink. Do not glue mask. There. Use as a template. Use it to check the size. Aha! I think it's for your engine covers so you can see through to them. If that's the case, that's absolutely fantastic. Brilliant idea, because then you can obviously paint it up, take them off, and there you go. You've already done paint into your engine bit first there, and poof, you've got all your wiring and all that exposed, so it looks good. There is lots and lots of A's, B, C, D, A. These are the ones you're looking here. You've got to try and follow this as best you can for the actual model that you're building. Like I say, A, B, C, D, all of the even drilling for where you're drilling and what you're drilling. Again, the mask, the rear tails, the rear tail, get it out, the rear tail section going on, and the front nose onto the main body. Oops, onto the main body that you've built up. Not half, lots of. I mean, look at this. We're on 80. We're still building it. The engines. Again, lots of different options for flaps, for having them up, down, whatever you want to do with them. It's up to you. It's your kit. One thing I will say, I've never built a 148 with a stand, as in a flying thing. I've never really thought of it. I've always thought 148s look well when they're stood. Do you know what I mean? When they've got the wheels down and everything. But I ought to see about that one day. Yeah, here's your tail brake. I thought it was, it looked like it, but yeah, there's your tail brake. Air brake, should I say, whatever you want to call it. Lots of, this is the internal section for, looks like the bomb bay. That's where all them smaller parts were. Looks like you have fun putting a lot of them in and all. Undercarriage. I mean, we're on page 28 here. You can't quite see, but page 28 there. So it shows you there's a lot to do. Heck of a lot. And we're getting, you can see we're getting to the smaller parts now. We're getting towards the end. We're actually fitting the pilots in and the canopy on. Ooh, only a couple of pages left. Talk about taking time. Right, ordnance building. So that technically, in a way, that's your kit built. Now we're building the weaponry. So we've got all the missiles, fuel tanks, the bombs, the pylons, the ladder system, showing you there, so you can build that separately and put it on after at the end. We've even got engine covers for when it's on the ground. Absolutely, this is the kind of detail that you really want with big kits like this. It's a super bonus. You end up, if you want to do like that with engine covers over them and you know, like dust covers, it stops the rubbish birds, whatever you want to call it, going in them while they're stood. You end up buying like resin aftermarket parts. It's alright, but before you know it, you can spend another 20-30 quid on a kit, bits for the kit that you've bought. But you can see we're at the end, and this is one of the things I've seen a couple built actually like this, and they are absolutely beautiful, really really are beautiful, with the wings folded that you can see there. Absolutely cracking, beautiful kit, really really chuffed with it. I'll be honest, when my daughter said what would you like, and I said well I've looked at this, and she said I'll get it, yeah, and she did. I was quite impressed in the sense that she went straight out, bought it, did it, and boy am I happy she has. So there you go, I'll just put this here so you can see. Oh, that light above that. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching everybody. Hope you've enjoyed it. Quite a bit of a long video, but it's quite a big kit. If it's inspired you to go out and get one, like I say, I think Wonderland Models have got it for about 50 quid at the minute. Airfix itself's got a sale on, and I believe it's in that. They're all over at the minute on sale. A bit like when they had the Vulcans and they went out on super cheap offers. Absolutely great. You get a beautiful big kit for a reasonable price in my view. A kit this size, this big, and all this detail from Tamiya, they probably want 100 quid. That's the difference. Not saying you're getting the same quality, but hey. So thanks for watching. Be grateful if you'll give me a thumbs up, or even better, subscribe to my channel. Helps my channel out loads, it really does. And stick around and get some more full builds up, some reviews. I've been sent some new stuff anyway. I've got some new airbrushes to review that have been sent to me, just asked me if I'd do it. Lots of stuff will be coming up soon on the channel, so thanks a lot for watching. Catch you around later.